SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Recorded live from Las Vegas on a Wednesday morning, January 3rd. It's SportsBit Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com. Teddy Covers here to break it all down, and we start like we do just about every day with bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books from last night. Talk about the betting action. And there's one game last night that qualifies for all three: bad beat, bad bet, and bad for the books. That game in college hoops action. Of course, it was Vandy and Alabama. The Commodores opened as the underdog in that ball game. They were +1 at the open. They closed -3. Ton of Vandy money. And yeah, this qualifies for all three. All right, we got a bad bet. Anyone that laid -1.5, -2, -2.5, -3 in this game, sorry. That's after a full bucket line move. You're still getting involved. Not a good bet. And it wasn't last night for those who laid it with Vandy off the initial move. Bad bet. Bad beat. Hey, this gives us, 74-65. Vandy was up with 1:30 left. They're supposed to cover, even at -3. But they missed the front end of a 1-1, and Alabama kept on taking to the hole and not settling for threes. Colin Sexton's last layup equals a 1-point margin. That's bad beat, no question. Vandy was the right side in that ballgame. Bad for the books? Well, they got some buyback, which means they got middled at +3. It was a bunch of Alabama money, which means it landed between the opener and the closer. Books did not enjoy that result. Bad beat, bad bet, bad for the books, all in one game in college hoops action last night. One quick bad bet to talk about. I love it when these MAC totals get steamed. We had Ohio Central, Michigan last night. The over got bet from 140 to 149. Somebody thought they knew something. 68 points in the first half, 57 in the second half. Bettors got that one wrong. Bad for the books? Well, beware, be ready. And we'll talk about this a lot later in the show. We get to tonight's Cavs-Celtics showdown, but we saw not a little bit of over money, not a lot of over money. We saw a flood of over money last night between the Cavs and the Blazers. 210.5 bet up to 216.5. Of course, it landed 237. The Cavs are going to play even more wide open with Isaiah Thomas on the floor. 5 different Cleveland players had at least 15 points. Thomas scores 17 in less than 19 minutes of play. The Cavs shoot 52% from the floor. And when you think about it, second unit defenses are going to have to face a lineup with Isaiah Thomas, Dwayne Wade, and Kyle Korver. That's not going to be easy. Bottom line, bad result for the books. That game flies over the total. The books paid out a bunch of bettors in the process. More bad for the books. How about TCU? +1.5 to -1.5 against Baylor. They win by 3 in overtime. A sweat for everyone. The books end up getting beaten badly on that one. And hey, we talked about this game on yesterday's show. Florida bet from +3.5 to +1.5 against the Texas A&M Aggies. I went through all those A&M injuries. I gave you the coach's quote. I couldn't actually get you the window to make the bet. The bottom line is Florida took a ton of money. Florida won the game by 17. The odds makers didn't do their job when it came to evaluating the Aggies' injuries last night. One more thing to talk about here at the top of the show, and this, we're going to call it the Sagarin theory. This is a theory that's getting a lot of love in the betting world, deservedly so. The theory is as simple as it gets. It's for the NFL wildcard round. The first round of the playoffs is the only time this works. Is it random or is it real? The bottom line is, this is the theory. You take the team that faced the tougher schedule in the regular season and you bet on them in the first round. That's it. You know what that's done? 41-19 straight up, 41-18-1 against the spread since 2002. 69% winners. Doesn't matter about the point spread, doesn't matter about the location, favorite, underdog, doesn't matter. You take the team that faced the tougher schedule in the regular season. You can find tighteners that make it better than that. The teams that are underdog, the better strength of schedule teams that were underdogs, 16-15 straight up. You know, the bigger differentials in strength of schedule, the better results with a difference of 10 or more. Talk about dogs going 11-5 against the number. So it's real simple. Look at the graphic right here. Sometimes it doesn't have to be too complicated. This is the theory. The theory says you take Kansas City, you take Atlanta strong, you take Buffalo, you take Buffalo strong, and you take Carolina. Atlanta and Buffalo, the best two plays. KC and Carolina also worthy of look. And that's the Sagarin strength of schedule theory. Again, it's been a remarkable moneymaker for the last 15 years. That being said, it suffered its first losing season the entire era last year when it went 1-3 against the spread in the first round. Speaking of NFL wildcard playoffs, we've got both Saturday matchups coming up next right here on SportsBit. Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.